I'm gonna get better at this one day. Welcome everybody to A.I.P channel where anything is possible. Happy New Year! It's another new year, new possibilities, and we got the full house. We got Jamie and we got Dave. The crew is back together, doing what we do best.
Happy New Year, 2025.
Happy New Year. You know, we didn't even get into today before we already had some. I mean, is the world falling apart on us already for this year? Is this how we're going to start our year?
It's a possibility now. It's insane. But breaking, best damn near breaking news is all the crazy stuff happening today. So we get to talk about it right away. We don't have to wait a couple days. So,
But it's funny though, because just last week after the election we kind of made the comment that, hey, we can go back to aliens and Bigfoots, but the shit that just keeps happening, doesn't give us a break for any fun stuff to talk about. Because to be honest, man, there's things that are happening in the world that people don't know about, and that's why we're here, and we're going to tell you what we know, because what we find is some interesting shit. And Ricky, take it away. Go. Fuck. I'm just looking at these notes and it's crazy, man.
You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, I was, I was sitting there and where's the damn thing at? I just had it. I had it saved. I was just thinking about all the different. I had it pulled up, but I had to share the post and everything. So, but all the different psyops and stuff might be possible psyops. It's we're not just we don't want to nothing definite, I guess.
Right.
But we have the drone situation. We still don't. One side they don't know if it's not. They say it's not us. It's not. It's not one of our enemies. Then who else is there? But you got the fog going on, the Luigi assassination situation we had, late last year, bird flu, um, the H1B chaos. You got Meta and Amazon and OpenAI is giving a bunch of money to Trump right now.
Hey, is the Luigi guy still alive?
I haven't heard. He went. Everything went quiet.
Like, I'm
Makes you
just checking. I've
wonder.
not heard anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, did this dude silently get murked in jail, and we just don't know about it yet?
yeah. Biden pardons what he pardoned that uh you know a terrorist, and then and then AI is just getting crazier and crazier. So like just all kinds of things are going on right now at the same time. It's wild. It's
Repeat
insane.
what you said a second ago, Ricky. You said what was Meta AI was.
They just gave a whole bunch of money to Trump. Of course, Zuckerberg was there down there at Mar-a-Lago kissing butt. After it came out that how they use Facebook and Meta to cover shit
Sure.
up. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So in the last several months. So now, what was this ostensibly? What was the purpose of this? I mean, we're no longer campaigning. So what was the money for?
Yeah, good question.
Interesting. Something to keep an eye on. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I love when they give us new heroes to be excited about. And he was kind of one of them. They're trying to kind of marching him back over too. What about this business with Elon? Y'all educate me a little bit on this business with Elon, the visas, and this little schism I see online surrounding some comments. And Elon said, he was going to stand by what he said, of course, and but maybe pissing people off. What do you guys know about that?
Everybody's, it's crazy right now. I, Elon can't make anybody happy right now anyway. With that situation in Vegas with that cyber truck blowing up, I seen somebody had posted on X about it's just Elon blowing trucks up until he gets a kiss from Trump, and
All right, so
stupid,
this is the
ignorant
this is
shit.
the visa ordeal, right? So, um, who's our guy? Um, Vivek. Vivek came
Hmm.
out and made a post about, I guess, I don't know, a week and a half ago that said, that America needs the H-1B program, the visa program, because we have a hard time getting engineers over here, quality engineers. And he said that American culture has ruined, you know, productivity of kind of who comes his way from us, and he can get better quality people from elsewhere, right? Um,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
people
Oh, I
people
see the problem.
people lost their fucking minds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
That
but he
yeah,
made some
I
he
get
made
it.
some he made some very valid points, right? What needs to be addressed is the cheap labor, low level, no skill having person that comes over here and works a warehouse job.
Right, right,
And,
right.
and I go back to the whole campaign that they had in Memphis a few years ago. When they started building all these warehouses in Memphis, there was this whole push by the city where it's like, we're creating black jobs, for the young youth, these kids are going to get something, and it was all driven for the inner city. This is what we're going to do. And now you've got nothing but contract labor for these people are from all over South America. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they're not Mexican. You know what I mean? They're from South America.
sure,
So that's the visa program that needs to be addressed. But listen, man, if we need
bro.
engineers, bring them over, man. You know?
So that's what I see. What
Well,
you're saying. That's the nuance that needs to be addressed because people are like, hey, you're gobbling up these middle level jobs. You're claiming that we're just bringing high end PhDs over, but that's not the case. And maybe there was a little tone deafness in an era where people feel like replacement theory is a real thing. And so for him to say like, yeah, we don't really have anybody of this caliber here. Let me pipe them in from India. And so that right now that's not going to be a popular message with a solid portion of Trump's base. And there's going to be some conflation of the immigration problem on the southern border and this issue, right?
which
It's and it's not really related. It's two separate things. We do want this is the legal program we're discussing, right? And so, but like with the southern border wide open, everybody's like fucking shut it all down. That's how a lot of people probably
So
feel.
if
But
but if we have a lack of engineers in this country, right? Or we have a amount of subpar educated, because we know we do not have the best education. We do not produce the level of education, that these other countries put out, bro. We are last in a lot of different stuff. So I think if you can reach outside and you're building rocket ships and top level shit, man, listen, pull your people from wherever you need to get them from, man, or create and develop an educational program that puts people at the level that they need to be at. When they talk about the whole, you know, we're just gonna, let everybody be the best, and put everybody on an even playing field, and we're going to open these jobs up and make sure we've got a good level of everybody from all backgrounds. Man, look, I want the smartest dude at the highest level. I don't care where you're from. If your numbers work and your math is right and your sense is golden and you know what the fuck you're talking about, put you at the top of the tree, bro.
It's
You
yeah,
know,
it's like a plane. Do
I
you
want
want
the
the
best
absolute
person
best
being the
pilot?
pilot.
Yeah, or do you just want somebody that got a job because hey, we needed numbers? We need the best of the
Yeah.
best. I agree. I mean,
So
I know that
so
them talking about
what
immigration right now, just um,
I think it's a
with talking
distraction,
about
man.
locking the border, it's just a kind of a now they're talking about bringing people in and legally bring people in, not illegally, but like Dave said, there's so many right now, especially everything going on after that terrible burning of that woman in that subway in New York and all that situations like that. There's a lot of people that's even middle ground, more leaning more left, are now like lock that son of a bitch down. Let's lock everything down. Let's fix everything, and then we can start bringing. Then we look at bringing people in, but um, maybe.
well, another thing, if we need engineers, then nothing but goddamn engineers should come. And the moment somebody's not a fucking engineer, they go. And that would be a solution. Say, hey, because if your excuse is we need this skilled niche industry filled, but you've got this wake of non-skilled people that are coming in the same door, that is a valid issue. So you could be right, though. It could be a distraction, like you said. I just was curious about it because I saw some funny memes coming out of from some of the right wing sites that I like and some of the meme makers, and there was some deadly funny shit. One was all these, I guess, immigrants on a boat, and it was AI art, but Elon's in the front, fucking in the Om position, meditative, and just very funny. But I was like, damn, something's happened. Elon's no longer our darling, and that's what I was getting at earlier. First it was Elon that they brought over to the right a little bit and made him one of our people, and then that was kind of trying to clean up Zuckerberg a little bit lately, the last several months, and so anyway, just watch these characters, man. They're shifty. They'll move around.
Man,
They'll jump parties on you.
I agree. It's kind of looking that way. It's like, man, now they're bringing more and more of the ones that have been shady all this time, and they're like, wait a minute, look at me, I'm good. I apologize. I'm okay. And it's like, man, we are our worst nightmares about to happen at all. We talked about it on here. Like we're hoping for this one situation, but that the it sure could go south if everything, all the people ain't up and like saying what they're saying, and then it can go south quick. With everybody, all of them piling on there.
Yeah. We're not out of the woods yet. And to Jamie's point earlier, yes, we're starting the new year with a fucking bang. It's crazy. You're talking about. I mean, I'm still processing like this crazy massacre. Like God bless, man. New Orleans massacre. That's insane, right? And
That's
I
sad.
mean,
Which
I mean, are we going to have tons of conspiracies coming out of this too? Are we going to deal with crisis actors or reports of crisis actors? Are we going to get a straight answer? Is the FBI to be trusted? Is it an inside job? Is it a patsy? Is it a fucking parallel constructed synthetic terror situation again? Because they used to do that, right, Jamie? So, like, what do we trust? Like, it's all so much to process.
Well, that's for sure. Like, look, if you look at where was me and Jamie talked to this just a little bit ago. It's like, where were the barrier walls? Like, if you look down there, normally they got it where you can't get down there. You got,
Hmm.
I wish I could. I wish I could remember. Let me see if I can find a photo real quick. So we were
I had
just
one
down
that I
there.
share. I might have
Um,
shared that damn thing. While you looking, I'm gonna look too because I just had. Um,
so there is a barricade there, right? Um, I remember that it's one of those metal liftgate barricades. And I'm trying to see if there's a photo somewhere looking down that's not recent, where that gate is up. Because it covers the majority of the road, but when you look at the video of the truck, he cut up the sidewalk, He dipped right past the two cop cars. They had two cop cars there. Oh yeah, here's the barricade right here, bro.
It just
Here,
wasn't sufficient.
no, here is a. I'm going to share this with you guys real quick so you can take a look at this. Um, where did it go? Here it is. I got so many pages open, gentlemen. Sorry, give me one moment. I'm slower than Christmas. Um, so here is the barricade when you look at Bourbon Street. Okay, so from where that barricade stops on that left-hand side to the building, all you got to do is take out some of those, whatever poles or whatever little. There's not much there. You know what I'm saying? So he squeezed in between that. But there are reports that it wasn't down. Then I heard reports that it was up. I've not seen any official photos yet from there. You know, but
I trying to find what I seen earlier. I seen something earlier. It was just like they had just like a wall up, like a wooden barricade there instead of the metal post. Or maybe the wooden
right.
barricade was leaning against the metal post. I don't know, but um, it was a sad situation, over there. And why would the police? Why would the police? They tied the flag up so you couldn't see it was an ISIS flag. What? They won't. Um,
So that right. So that was an ISIS flag, the black flag with the white writing or whatever. We
yeah,
know that
yeah.
for
There was an
It
sure.
ISIS
is.
flag was on the back
It
of his
is.
truck,
I
and
got
they're
photos
in New
of it.
York right now, protesting right now, raising
Who is?
hell. Let me see. I seen it just a second ago. It's like there's so much stuff coming in and information uh,
Yeah, here's
it's the
the.
only bad thing is like the day of a situation is like, man, there's so much going on at one time. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
massive
out there right
protests in New
now.
York. Thousands are marching. Uh, let's see. Anti-Israel protest. Let's see, November 9th. That's top. Give me latest, damn it.
Yeah, there's.
Here it is.
Did you see the Airbnb where the driver stayed at burned down this morning?
Yeah, I saw that. They're maybe covering stuff up maybe a little bit.
Did you hear the FBI lady this morning first state that it wasn't a terrorist event, um, and then I think like 90 minutes or 2 hours later had to come back out and correct it and say, well, this is being
Oh, by the
investigated.
way,
Oh,
yeah,
by the way,
uh, it's just like the Associated Press. They're just talking. They made a post about saying there was a Cybertruck exploded there at Trump in front of.
did you
Uh,
hear the common factor between both vehicles in Las Vegas and in New Orleans?
they're both electric.
Well, yes, that, and they were also rented under this app, Turo, where people can basically rent their vehicles out. So both vehicles were rented through a online app through your phone. Um, you know, said that the driver says local authorities are reporting that the Cybertruck explosion was initiated by a detonator possessed by the driver. Here's the crazy thing that a lot of people don't know. Those trucks have cameras on the doors, the hood, interior, exterior. Elon has all that footage. When's that footage going to be released?
Hopefully soon.
And I'm going to tell you, I would almost bet that that Ford F-150, let's see if those things have cameras in them. Ford EV cameras. Bum, 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 bum. How to use the available 360-degree camera. Provides a clear view of the environment around your Ford vehicle with the help of the camera on the front, sides, and rear of the Ford. Yeah, so hey, sports fans, there is full video footage of all of that somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I got the
You know,
video pulled up. That's amazing that Cybertruck held on
stayed
to them
intact.
explosion. They stayed
Yeah.
intact. It didn't even break the windows in the building. You know, most explosions you see that they would it blew the whole front of that building off. But
The first thing I
that's
saw today was people talking about they must have bulletproof glass or bomb-proof glass in front of uh, the hotel because the windows didn't blow out. Fuck, I thought that was the case that he had some super thick glass, but no, apparently the Tesla was, you know, the bomb diggity.
it just absorbed it. That's incredible. And that
Wow.
building's not even a casino. Is the crazy thing? It's just like a
I know,
hotel or
just a
something. I
hotel.
mean,
Yeah,
like an
I know where
apartment.
that
Yeah.
place is, dude. I walk by there all the time on the way to a certain shop over there, right across the street. If you've ever been there,
I've never been to Vegas.
dude, we need to go to Vegas.
Yeah, I've never
Absolutely,
been.
we'd have a great time. Drink cheap drinks, go play, nickel slots, take the mob tour, go look at all the old places. The people watching's fantastic, you know.
Yeah, imagine that. I bet that is amazing. See all the crazy people and
You
just
know,
different
I tell you, the ladies that
people
dress up
watching.
as that dress up. Oh, the people watch is fantastic. The people that dress up as the dancers, the showgirls. Let me tell you, they are the most aggressive. Don't you take their picture, lest you drop some change in the bucket.
Oh hell.
I don't know if you've ever seen a chick with a peacock ass on with the whole feather thing beat somebody down on the boulevard, but I've seen it pretty close. Like that chick was highly upset, you know. Yeah, I didn't do it. So before anybody thinks I did something inappropriate, it was not me. I was just simply there for the show.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't
Man,
know,
our
man.
Rumble chat is rumbling. We are rock and roll and rumble.
What's up, people? How are you? Happy New Year's to you guys as well. Hiker, you guys are awesome. Always glad to have y'all here.
Yeah, we got
Um,
Sweets, Hiker, Herschel's
yeah,
there today. We got James of South Cedar Paranormal. We got and they're having a good conversation over there. Always good, always good. Uh,
hey, listen,
you got what I'm
listen.
about to say. All right, go ahead. Let it rip. What are you gonna say?
It's never too soon to be inappropriate about a situation. Um, but this just got sent to me. Tesla driver spotted moments before he detonated his rented Cybertruck in front of the hotel. Do you know who that is? Do you know who that
Yeah,
is?
um that's an old picture. Yeah,
Look
I
down
can't
there
think
in the
of his.
bottom right hand corner, the first comment down. Wasn't he the Las Vegas shooter?
Oh yeah.
Wow, already putting that out there. That's funny. Somebody took full advantage of that situation to bring that dude back into light. Everything's a distraction, baby. Everything's a distraction.
There's a lot of it. A lot of it. What do you think about all this crazy fog? Have you looked into any of that?
Dave, you're from Mississippi. You know fog. Are we not experienced with,
Dude.
just random fog banks,
You know, I saw some people actually discussing that. I think it was like on Hernando Happenings or something, but people had some different pictures and stuff. And there were some people who were visual experts, home security types that were saying like, yeah, they were able to. You could see a lot of pixelated droplets, and it was weird looking. But the guy specialist assured us that was not abnormal, and so yeah, I don't know. I was concerned about this big blizzard we were supposed to get hit with, or this chilling, huge, icy,
Yeah, that's changed
or
though.
whatever. But yeah, it seems
that's
like
next
it's
week.
yeah, and it's less than it was going to be, or whatever. It's
I hope
not
we don't
as
get nothing. I need some dry weather. I need it to be about 60 degrees where I can get some shit done.
Right.
You don't
fast
60
in a
degrees,
hurry.
bro. Those days are long gone, man. What the hell are you at? You're asking for a miracle. Okay.
Hey, miracles happen.
We got some windy 22-degree days for you, though. If you want a few of those, we could get you hooked up.
I'll have my insulated pants on and my coveralls and everything else on top of about 4 layers. I'll be walking around I'm gonna look like I'm about 250 when I get done.
Look, now this is something that somebody could fact check, and maybe one of our viewers can help me fact check this. But I screenshotted this earlier because I was just like, "What? No fucking way!" But let me pull it up right here. The claim is that on New Year's Eve, lightning struck the Empire State Building, the U.S. Capitol, One World Trade Center, and the Washington Monument. And I went into the comments, and there was like videos and people showing pictures, and I was like, damn. So I was thinking there might have been some evidence of that, but is that the first you guys heard of that? Because what a fucking omen between that and a bunch of shit blowing up.
2 of the 4
killed, but you saw 2. You saw a couple of them.
I saw the Capitol building and the world and
One World Trade Center, the new monument.
Which one. It was 2 of them. It was 2 of the 4 I seen last night or this morning. I think it was this morning.
The photos were floating around online. I saw those.
Yeah. About 2, 3
wild
o'clock
shit
in the morning.
happens in their tall buildings, bro. I mean, what do you expect when
lightning
thunderstorms
happens,
roll
yeah.
through?
I'm
not going to go down and. Are we going Ghostbuster here? Where all of a sudden,
I'm saying, like, bro.
Well, the Pope. The Pope did open all them little portals. The Pope opened them portals, so hell, we might be. That's just part of the hell.
There we go. Now we're back to our aliens.
We're getting a part of the Egyptian plagues and stuff. That's the fog. With the sawdust looking shit. That's part of the plagues, I guess. I don't know.
That's sawdust looking shit. Okay, so what if it's smart dust? What if it's smart? What do you guys know about the fucking smart dust, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what that fog. It looks. Oh, I seen that just a little bit too. They got some little bitty microchips too that you could be absorbed. You can swallow
aerosolized nano ingestibles, sir. Yes. Would you like some? Would you?
That way you can have little GPS trackers. I mean, the possibilities. I mean, they have the technology. I mean, the possibilities are there. I mean, if they could, they know we've been spraying shit into the atmosphere and stuff like that. So maybe they spray a little extra shit and causing the heavier, different looking fog. And
wait a minute, are you telling me that planes spray stuff out of them? Come on.
It's called chemtrails, my friend.
What's a chemtrail?
So listen. Sweets asked. Sweets put a question mark there and said smart dust. So like. We don't want to assume everybody knows what this term means. So in a nutshell, in a summary, it is something that you could breathe in that can then communicate back to an external receiver of some sort. In other words, it's a nano-sized particulate, inhalable, or ingestible technology. If you want to dive down a rabbit hole on that, you could look up. It's on the Modern War Institute. And I think the guy's name is Dr. James Giordano, and he gives and he's talking to a bunch of college kids in basically in a professor speech environment. But he's talking about the next battlefront of warfare is basically using smart dust and I don't know what the implications of that are. Do they fucking take over your mind? I mean, like, I don't know what all that means exactly. Tracking for sure, but like control, I don't know. We're getting into some real crazy stuff, but the possibility is there. But anyway, what do you pull up there, Jamie? You want me to read
Yeah,
that?
let
You
me.
want to read that?
Well, no, I mean that's the information you were basically covering. If you wanted to have a little bit more detail at it,
That's it.
here, break it down for us, my brother.
I just want to glance at it again. And a network of tiny sensors that collect and transmit data from their environment, the size of a grain of sand, or 1/1000th the size of a millimeter. So not nano, maybe, but uh, they can detect
Small.
light, temperature, movement. I see. Yeah. So all the stuff we were talking about.
Yeah,
Just something
man.
else. DARPA. Something else DARPA brought up. We've had so much stuff, and I don't know. I was watching the Wi Files the other day and talking about DARPA. It was one of the videos. It was on DARPA and stuff. And it's like, is DARPA a necessary evil? Because they've done some terrible things in the name of uh, to the good or whatever. Like all the
Right.
Agent Orange and stuff that spray they did, and they ruined millions of people's lives. And then nobody wants to confess that, hey, we look what we did. You know, uh, Even to this day, they still won't really confess that, hey, we knew we were fucking up, but it's as the United States, but we ruined kids' lives, we ruined our soldiers' lives because anybody was near it got infected, and then they didn't want to give the soldiers, medicine to take care of them. My grandfather was one of them. He got a call a month later after he died that oh, by the way, you can get your surgery, to save your life, and you know oh, okay, you spent you know you retired in the military and then come out and then went back in the military as a private sector in the military, and that's what you get for your service. Thank you,
Mm.
you little pawn, you fucking piece of shit. That's how they look at us. And it's sad. Guy AJ on there was getting, you can see he's getting upset, frustrated on it. But there's some DARPA's one of the ones that developed that smart dust. That they don't. It's not. That if you see this stuff and if you notice, you look back in time, you look at especially the last 100 years, and they don't. There's nothing proactive about shit. It's all reactive. It's like, well, we're going to do this. It don't matter what the fuck happens. It don't matter what the hell happens. It don't matter what it causes, what harm it causes. It don't matter. 50 years later, they're like, well, we did this because of this or whatever. And just try to cover it up, and it's just a
Mhm.
sad situation.
We always
Yeah,
find out down the road.
it, it's a fine line to walk as a patriotic person when you're, like you say things like support the troops and you want to support your brothers and sisters that serve to protect the nation, and that's great. But like questioning the orders they're given, that's the hard job of a patriot, and cutting through some of the noise to say like, look, man, this military industrial complex is a fucking uh, it's a terror machine. It's a fucking death and hell bringer. It's horrific. It chews up your sons and daughters. It gobbles up things in the name of democracy and freedom, but it's not really. It's really gobbling resources. It's controlling geopolitics, and the cannon fodder is your neighbor and your grandfather and the people that are like you said, that are not getting taken care of when they come back home. Um, the problem
If
is
you,
they all made one big mistake, and they didn't swim up the fucking Rio Grande and come in that way. Then they'd get took care of when they got home.
yeah,
But
if you seen them videos and them pictures, them poor children over there in Vietnam, and they had babies afterwards, and man, they're deformed, they're
yeah,
blind, they're just morbidly just grotesque
from the
because
fucking chemicals.
it's terrible, and um,
I thought the
it's sad.
Geneva
I agree. I
Convention
mean, like
outlawed
all my
chemical warfare.
family was military. My dad, my uncles, my aunt, and I always supported military. But it's just sad to look at it now of you know they don't the care of the military after, like I said, after they're done using them and they're used up. Well, we don't need you no more. Now you can go sit homeless on the side of the road. And what's that rate of suicide for veterans? It's
Right.
how many a day is it? It's a lot, and it's
Well, I
sad.
mean, every war's got their their uh their failure behind it. I mean, Vietnam. The Agent Orange was bad. You know, the chemical that they were throwing down to basically clear out the forests, and it messed a lot of people up. And I think a lot of those villagers, man. I mean, the kids that were born after that, that's what they were dealing with were the effects of the Agent Orange, and you know, I don't know.
Hmm.
Agent Orange, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
We still paying for that? Have we? Now the big thing is like, for the September 11th people, the people that survived that, they're all dealing with lung
Yeah.
cancer and different problems from
Yeah.
that. John Stewart is actually a really big advocate on behalf of those foundations. So give that dude a little props for that.
You had Gulf War syndrome. Remember that?
Which
Yeah.
one? What was that chemical?
I don't know what the deal
Mm,
was with that, but that was another fault. It was another
didn't that
repercussion.
have to do with the burning of the wells and the?
Sure, that's probably what that was. I bet you're right. I would have to. I
I'm
can't
looking it up.
remember, but I just remember that being another thing that was an issue that these guys came back with. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Everyone's got its issue.
Look. That's what. And at the risk of sounding redundant, Trump ran on keeping us out of forever wars, ending forever wars. Back in 2016, that was his big spiel, and he kept that promise. Like I've always said, they didn't let him get us out of Afghanistan. They wanted to let Biden get some people killed and leave some stuff behind and do whatever fuckery they needed to do there. So that they were insubordinate, like you said in the past, Jamie, withheld things. But the big test will be, can we remain war free another 4 years? Like I'm fucking gobsmacked. Of course, all they've done is wash money through Ukraine, so that I guess it's just as good.
So who are we
And
pointing at
started.
here? Who are we pointing at that you think we're fixing to go after? Is this an Iranian deal? Is that
I
where
don't
we're going to
know.
go with this angle? Is
Well, they were going to spew it. They're going to try to turn it with the F-150 and the ISIS flag. That's going to be Iran. I guarantee it. No matter, they've tried everything else to have us go to war with Iran for the last decade
Oh,
or more,
bro.
15
The
years.
the neocon establishment has wanted war with Iran for 15 fucking years. I'm surprised John Bolton didn't get it done when he was appointed by Trump, but Trump was very measured. I remember Sean Hannity throwing his fucking coffee mug and cussing out Geraldo because he didn't bomb the fuck out of Iran when an unmanned drone was shot down, right? And Trump was like, we're going to respond with measured, calculated. We're not going to blow. And Hannity was mad as fuck. And that's when I really realized. And the next morning on Fox and Friends, instead of the couches and the blue scenery, there was this corrugated metal backlit by red. And they were all on these really high stools and everything was real tense. And I was like, oh shit, Fox turned its war lights on. And that's when I really realized like how the propaganda machine will gear up behind war. So it don't really matter who, Jamie, but I would say Iran is a good with this terrorist attack. Yeah. And here's another thought. This is a personal conspiracy theory that I thought of immediately when they tried to hide the flag. And then first they said it wasn't a terrorist thing. To me, that's bait to make us knee jerk, be like, you're trying to hide it. Of course it was fucking ISIS. Dude's ex-military. This is awful convenient. I don't know if they use this as a catalyst to kick off a fucking skirmish in Iran, then it was probably a false flag. And I know that everybody's going to probably have their different theories about what in the weeks to come as this unfolds and information comes in. So I'm not trying to start a crazy theory, but I just know how these motherfuckers work, and I don't trust nothing. Terrorist attacks could and do happen, but so often they're the product of a fucking of a Fed conspiracy, as you well know. So, but it's also easy to get caught up in the patriotic fervor and the anger of a bunch of dead people and to get fucking mad. And it's real easy to be like, nah, fuck that. It was the goddamn ISIS, and we want to. It's real easy to get sucked into that too. And if that's true, you ain't wrong to get sucked into that, right? So, but the propaganda and the fog of war and the first casualty of war is always truth.
Yeah.
Something to bear in mind.
Like Theo said, it's funny how ISIS hates Israel, but they never attack Israel. It's kind of that's a good comment there.
Oy vey.
They're
good point.
They keep on. It's if you don't look into history, you'll repeat itself, and if you don't, you can't look back. And they wanted to do a false flag to attack Cuba, and that's known, declassified, and JFK stopped it, and then they stopped him right after that. But they want to go to war with Cuba, and they were going to actually drop a plane and use a plane and all that kind of stuff. It's the same thing happened 9/11. They use planes and hijacking and all that kind of stuff. I'm with you. I mean, you have to have a critical thinking moment of when you see any of it, because it's like, oh, they've done it so many times over and over again. Again, Vietnam with the Tonkin Bay incident, it was false. It did not even happen. They just said it did to go to war. How many times can the same situation happens over and over again before we go, wait a minute, hold up, something ain't right, and say, and start asking questions. And a lot of times people will look at you, well, why are you asking questions? But you got to ask questions because they keep doing the same stupid shit over and over again. If you look in your history book, and even the shit that they keep changing and trying to adjust, even if the stuff that's still there, it shows that, hey, they keep doing the same thing. They keep doing false flags over and over again. Something's gotta.
Right.
You gotta
imagine
look. You gotta ask questions.
You're a government and you're so fucking corrupt that a multi-million-dollar industry crops up around your lies and your shadowy dealings. And what I'm speaking of is the books, the radio, podcasting, all of the content created around conspiracy and around government accountability, whatever you want to call it. I mean, just because they're so secretive, they're so corrupt, they're so incompetent. And so look at us, there's a whole show that we have here basically where we follow and try to make some sense of the craziness that is our 24-hour news cycle. And, trusting anything that the FBI has to say. I don't know, man. Yeah, JFK wanted to scatter the CIA into the wind, right? 1,000 pieces, right? And
he want to do away with the Federal Reserve, and so we'd actually have our money. And he stopped the neocons from attacking Cuba, and right after that, he's no longer with us. That's why
it's so fucking hard to know who exactly killed him, because of all the different people that probably benefit. Now, it was probably Mossad and the mob, right? That's probably the top theory in conjunction. And then they murdered the patsy, old Jack Rubenstein. They call him Ruby, right? But that's not his name. Yeah. So he kills the patsy. They love dead patsies, by the way. Ain't that right, Epstein? But so, man, as long as that agency exists, I mean, and without anything being declassified, even with Trump in, like if we get 4 more years, but it's more lies and obfuscation, shit remains classified, nothing changes, not enough people get fired. I mean, they need to fucking, the FBI they need to end all domestic activities, period. Like, stop spying on the American people. They need to crack open the NSA, stop recording every goddamn phone call. This is unconstitutional. It's unconscionable. It's gone on too long, like the intelligence gathering on the homeland.
That's, I seen the thing talking about that. That's why I seen where it was talking about, that's why, back a few years ago, you could take your battery out of your phone, whatever, if you need to, you can take your battery out, and replace your battery and stuff like that.
Oh, it's still going, bro.
But the reason you can't change your battery out no more is that way you can't take power off your phone. So even if it's turned off, they can track you and see and read your data and stuff like that, no matter if it's on or off.
No matter what.
Right.
No matter what.
Wow.
And it makes sense. I mean, if that's if that's what they want to do. You were talking about Mossad. Theo come up with a comment at the same time. Y'all both said Mossad almost at the same time moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. I mean, that it's
Oh, two.
amazing.
Oh boy. They're already reporting on 2 Israelis hurt in the attack. And I just want to be the first to say that I'm mad about Americans getting killed in this attack, but to think that 2 Israelis were killed, that's just a step too far, Mr. Terrorist. I think we will go to war with Iran, in fact.
They probably
Look,
will.
I shouldn't make light. It's Jamie said sometimes it's too soon to make light of some shit. So I hope it's not too soon. But,
really, I don't think anything is ever too soon, man.
Never.
Look, the world is a horrible place, and I think the quicker people realize that and understand that, life is brutal, bro. Lions kill lions. You know what I mean? So yeah, why would you not think that the world's not a violent place? You know, just
Yeah.
welcome to the new acceptance of reality of what it is. You know what I mean? Everywhere in the world is susceptible to something these days. Somebody's killing somebody, stabbing somebody, shooting somebody, running somebody down with the car. Everybody's got to answer for how we're gonna fix it. You know, let's
Sound like
just
Memphis.
let's just let everybody have the guns. Let's designate a place like Wyoming where there's not much there. And let's just let people go duke it out for their, hey, whatever your problem is, bro, go settle it out. You know,
Bring back the duel, in other words,
bring
like
back the
Aaron
duel.
Burr
Right.
and Hamilton. Yeah.
What's it called? Mutual combat, baby. Mutual combat. I mean, if you
I'm
want
a
to be
big
ignorant,
fan of
go
Aaron Burr. Man.
listen. We will set up your very own Call of Duty village where you can go against the people you disagree with. Let's just have an NFL weekend where if you have a problem with another team, we're gonna get all y'all together and put you on opposite sides, and y'all can just go kill each other in real life. I'm not advocating for violence, but I think that taking some stupid people out, we could be onto something here.
For sure.
I just hate people, man. I mean, it's what a world we live in today, man. God, dude.
It's gonna
Welcome to
be all right.
chaos, man.
It they got to keep us, distracted. And it's kind of this stuff going on. It always when stuff is big media up front. What is going on behind the scenes right now? What is happening? Is it? I always ask the questions, and Lucy, I'm right about asking the questions, but what is going on for right now? The story is going to be it's going to be Las Vegas, um, and it's going to be New Orleans. It's that's sad. New Orleans, like you can't even go have a fun on Bourbon Street and raise hell for New Year's without worrying about somebody come through there and run you over and
Right.
with a supposed terrorist. But we allowed so many of these to come over and brought them, flew them over. So
Yeah.
what do we expect
Flip a
going to
fucking
happen as a
coin.
country when we fly and we fly these so bitches over
Right.
here? To get enough over here, it is what it is.
You could flip a coin. FBI, inside job, terrorist attack. Either one. I don't know. Take your pick. Either way, it's terrorism. Either it's state sponsored terrorism or it's organic terrorism, but it's terrorism either fucking way. Our government has perpetrated terrorism upon us before and blamed it on Middle Eastern extremists. So forgive a motherfucker for thinking, you know what I'm saying? But it very well could be bona fide radical extremists did this shit. I mean, that could be true too. That's the problem with the information war, with the fucking info war, is that I don't know where to vet and I don't know what to trust. And I mean, you can just gobble content all day fucking long, but it's
I mean,
anybody's
it
guess.
could have been it could have still been a, a terrorist organization, but was a terrorist organization funded by us? That's,
There's a kind of a
that's
third
the other
hybrid
situation.
option. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You know, Theo made a comment talking about we're all old enough to remember 9/11 and the war of Afghanistan and Iraq afterwards. Like Iraq never, them going to war in Iraq after 9/11, which we've talked about it on here for the ones I hadn't heard. That's the one that was the thing that made me start digging deep and start asking questions. Was
Right.
after 9/11 when I was like, let's happen. I was like everybody else. I was gung ho. Let's blow them some bitches to kingdom come. Let's go over
Right.
there to Afghanistan and we'll level the whole fucking area and be done with it. And and then they turned around and went to war in Iraq. And I was like, wait a minute, that don't make sense. And then it made me take that step back. Okay, let me start asking questions. And everybody like, oh, what are you asking questions about? Hell, what the, it's the fucking Middle East. Fuck them all. I'm like, well,
Right.
no, it's different. You can't, I can't judge a different people for what another country did. You know, that's not right. And it
Right.
just, and the more more you dug, the deeper down the roll again, and the Boston bombing and everything else, it kind of down the rabbit hole I went, and
Yeah. There's some rabbit holes that will scare you.
they are, there are.
you know, um, yeah. I don't know, man. I think that before we start making I don't think before we start making too many assumptions about all this stuff, we need to get all the information about this current um, New Orleans thing. Because the story, in case you guys missed it, is he's got multiple accomplices that they're looking for that are on the run. Did y'all hear that?
I didn't hear the
Yeah,
multiple, like it's,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they ain't found his little homies yet.
Toothy rabbits. Sure. uh, on a whole different little note, just I don't know. I don't know. Has any of y'all in the chat or in the group here, any of y'all been keeping up with Stephen Baldwin and
Oh my
his
goodness!
videos and stuff he been posting on freaking Twitter? Stephen's either he's trying to come out and he's trying to in his own way letting shit come out and know, or I don't know. It's wild.
Trying to get himself some good credit before the more revelations. Is that what you were going to say? Something like that, like trying to purchase some goodwill from the people that are kind of exposing Hollywood corruption and abuses.
Possibly,
What
he
what type
either
of stuff has he been
he
saying?
is trying to reach out in his own way, or he's lost his mind. One or the other. I don't know which one it is, but I think he's trying to reach out. He posted this.
50?
For me, man, I'll be the biggest fan you'll ever lose.
Y'all
Sit
know that.
yours, stand. P.S. We should be together.
Oh, I don't mind. Turn it back up. Is the music match it or something?
I was playing the Eminem.
Right. Okay.
This one here he posted.
Huh. 50. I thought 50 was one of the legit ones.
I
I wonder what if he's going all in on 50 about something.
I don't know. This
Hey, yeah, this video right here is strange. Is this the fishing video? Go back up.
this one's crazy.
I've not seen that one. Wow.
I don't know if he's losing or what.
Like is right. Like, you know, I sent you this message earlier and I asked this question.
This one here.
I said, do you think he's losing his mind, or do you think he's sending us a coded fucking message? Or do you think he's just batshit fucking crazy?
I wanted to think he's getting us a coded message. I would hope he's not.
Hey friends, Steve Baldwin here, host of your One Bad Movie podcast, saying Happy New Year, folks. God bless. Let 2025 be a year of laughter and love and happiness and joy and prosperity for all of us. God bless. Happy New Year.
Oh, he about to say something there. Oh, I missed what he going to say there.
Hey friends.
Hey, the one I wanted to see though.
No, there's the
Where's the
fishing
one?
one. That one's weird too.
Yeah, that one's weird too, where he reached behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
This one here.
Yes, this is it.
Jazz hands.
Oh yeah.
Hey Fox News, it's too late. I won't quit, won't take that bait. Hey Fox News, it's too late. I won't take that silly bait. Okay. Jazz hands.
That's like,
Fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, is
Right,
he,
like
which one is it? I mean, look at it. I'm going to stick the comments here.
Fuck, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, is he
Right.
totally? Is it totally cracked? And you know, I was thinking about that. You know, like Stephen Baldwin and what's another one that's gone down deep into.
Brittany's lost her fucking mind.
Cousin Eddie, played Cousin Eddie.
Yeah. What's his name?
He's posted some cryptic. If you watch any of his videos, he posted some cryptic, crazy looking insane stuff too. You know, it just makes you wonder. Like, is it? Is it like you're trying to without? They can't really say it without getting killed, or
Well, you remember who's the guy from House of Cards, Spacey?
Oh yeah.
When he was getting accused of fucking with that boy, like grabbing some teenage boy by the dick at a bar or some shit. And then he went on House of Cards and fucking in character made a bunch of veiled threats at all the other. And he's like basically saying, you guys are way more fucked up and perverted than me. Don't fucking think I'm going to go down for this while you're doing the shit you're doing. But I guess he was just saying, like, I'm a run-of-the-mill faggot and you guys are real degenerates and pedophiles. That's what it sounded like. No offense to I love gay people. But anyway, I was just saying, like, I know there's nothing wrong with being a faggot. But anyway, he was basically saying, fuck you. Okay. And so you guys are dying. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad. I'm sorry about that, YouTube. But
I had to do a class the other day on YouTube for they gave me a little lesson of doctor stuff the other day.
Hey, so one, in case you didn't know this, one of Spacey's accusers died.
That's always convenient.
Middle-aged man and massage therapist in Malibu. Doesn't say how he died. Pre-trial conference. He died.
It's always
mighty convenient. Yeah. Doesn't say how he died though. Never does. But how did Spacey die? I know he committed suicide, but what was his?
Wait, what? No way, bro. Yeah. He's not. No, stop it.
Kevin Spacey?
What? How the fuck did I miss him? He killed himself? No way,
dude. In like 2019.
No.
Yes.
No.
Bro.
What I see here is all I see is Kevin Spacey's accuser dies. This is back in 19.
Holy
So
shit.
his accuser died in 19.
Am
But
I
I
on
don't think,
drugs? Or can I not
bro,
read? My glasses are bad, bruh.
probably both. But
Ah,
so
okay.
I
Pardon
don't.
me. Pardon me. Kevin Spacey's accuser died of suicide. I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look what I found.
What'd you find, Ricky Pike?
Bourbon
Oh,
Street.
I saw this. So this is what I'm talking about how he hits the curb and misses. If the barricade was up, I think he could have got to the left of it. That's where all the guys stash their dope in their cigarette boxes up against the wall as you enter on Bourbon Street. And they're like, hey, man, you want that? And then you see these people buy it. They pick up their little cigarette pack. Watch, he finna bust this right past this cop car. He gonna bust that right. Scoot.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
I see
even if
now.
the barricade was up, yeah,
Yeah, I see that now. I hadn't seen that one, so
Oh man.
and it's pretty messed up. There's a lot of footage rolling out right now
Yikes.
of
Don't want to
this,
see some of that. I
right?
bet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's there's a lot of bad shit. Whew.
Okay.
You never know what you'll sneak up on, man. So
Shit.
let's see. So check this out in case you don't remember, right? So Trump Trump caught some heat today because he posted online that talking about the open border, people coming across the border and put it on. I don't know if he necessarily put it on immigrants, but he said that I wish I could find the post. But people are bashing him, saying, "Hey, immigrants ain't to blame. This dude's an American soldier." Blah blah blah. Right? But what people don't remember is in the middle of last year, there was a known ISIS terrorist from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, I say that right, who
Mm-hmm.
crossed the border in
Sound pretty good.
2024, and he was talking to Americans, and they were asking him who he was, and he said, "You'll soon know who I am." His name is Mavsum Mardin Samadov. Apparently is currently in the U.S. and is a known ISIS terrorist, right? Um, yeah, so you have to ask yourself how many more of those guys are there, and you know, this dude obviously had some kind of help, so I'm curious to know who
yeah,
it
nobody
was.
does this, you know.
Here's a crazy question for you: why this morning? Now we know right from the get-go that the ISIS flag was a part of this truck from the moment all this happened, right? Um, the FBI lady, the spokesman that made her statement first this morning that said, "Hey, this is not related to terrorism," and had to retract her remarks. Why do you think she came out and said, "No, this has nothing to do with it," even though it clearly was? What do you think the diversion was? Why go down that road and put a false statement out there like that? What was the point of that?
Because they can't tell the truth.
You're not wrong, Ricky Pike.
I just
I have
can't.
a theory, Jamie.
No, let her rip, Dave.
I mentioned it earlier just a little bit, but basically by trying to cover up the ISIS flag and by initially denying that it was terrorism when it's very obvious that it is, that seems like a great way to get people to overcorrect and knee jerk back into the terrorism narrative and say, "You lying motherfuckers. It is goddamn terrorism. It's ISIS. We know it." And then boom. And then that's really strong. If it wasn't inside job if it was a parallel constructed synthetic terror operation by the same goddamn criminal cartel FBI that we've been dealing with. If it's them that did this, if they quarterbacked it, and then they come out and they're like, it wasn't terrorism, but it's very obvious that it was. It's overly obvious that it was because there was a fucking flag. The guy's name is Mahmoud or some shit, right? Then it becomes like we knee jerk back into this is a bona fide terrorist attack, and we are no longer, we're not paying attention to the people bringing us the information. So I don't know. That's just my initial thought was that because it's counter will, right? People, when you tell me an obvious lie, I'm gonna jerk the fucking steering wheel real hard away from that lie and be like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's not terrorism. It's obviously terrorism. It's so obvious that I wonder if it's synthetic.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Well, go back to.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to take. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was just going to say on that rally in New York, the participants were they're pro-Palestine, in that rally in New York today, and they're calling for global intifada, which follows all the violence and stuff like that. So they're showing that. So maybe if you it's like that. I know you know what I know, but you do know that I know you know that you don't know that you know. One of them like fucking back and forth. It's like they're playing mind games and maybe trying to play mind games with the whole with all the people is and then having that rally right afterwards that happened. You had two potential quotation marks, terrorist attacks here on our soil, and then all of a sudden, then you're gonna have a protest or rally or whatever, sitting walking across New York the same day.
Yeah,
kind of coincidence, coinkadink.
Well, like I do from watching Hollywood movies, that intelligence, at least to hear Hollywood tell it, will influence news reporting. In other words, the focus is not about getting the truth to the American people, but about manipulating the enemy. And so with calculated, what's a good example? You remember The Departed with Jack Nicholson, and later they find a body and they're like, oh, it turns out that this guy was a mole and he was a cop, even though he was inside of this, mob organization. And then, the crews at the clubhouse, and they're like, oh, good news, man, the fucking mole's dead. And Nicholson's like, no, they said that, so I'll quit fucking looking for it. In other words, what if the information coming out is not about telling us what happened, but about misinforming the enemy? I don't know. That's to give them a little benefit of the doubt, but you could be right that they're just fucking incompetent liars. That's very viable possibility, Ricky.
It could be. Herschel, I like Herschel's comment here. He says the FBI confirmed it was terrorism when they said it wasn't terrorism.
There you go. Yeah, right. That's whatever they say. The opposite is usually true.
Yeah, it is opposite day with the FBI, guaranteed.
I just saw another the memes.
Share the memes, bro.
We share the memes.
Share the fucking memes, dude.
I giggled as soon as this popped up, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
I can't get enough. I'm a junkie.
An American man born in Texas mowed down 10 people in New Orleans. Shamsuddin Jabbar.
Well, howdy, partner.
Oh. I shouldn't laugh at things. It's a very serious incident we're talking about.
God damn.
Here, but let me tell you what's sad. Is it am I supposed to feel sad that I'm immune to the horror of the violence anymore? Like,
oh man, how can you not be? So
you live in Memphis.
Yeah, go ahead,
bro.
Dave,
So dude's a veteran though, right?
I saw that. U.S. Army Human Resources.
What the fuck's that about?
Well, I don't know if you know anything about human resources specialists. But people that work in HR are already kind of odd. Now, I know that I'm going to catch some heat from some HR people, but all the HR people I know that have told me stories about, they've all got a common theme between them. And they're all a little,
Was this
you
guy
know,
HR?
he was apparently HR in the Army. Um, I couldn't find, of course, all the information is flying all over the place. You know what I mean? But um,
He's a
uh,
glorified translator. Then that's why we hired Shamood, Al Gujabor, Jazari, whatever the.
what, yeah. So I really
When
don't
I'm
know what he.
president, we're not gonna let people into our military with funny names. I'm real sorry if your name's funny and you're not a terrorist, but God damn it, we're done with this.
Well,
Uh,
they'll start
No more
changing their names
Sham-
then.
I'm joking. Shamood. Fucking A, man.
Come
What are
on.
we?
Would you look
would you
at
look at that?
would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at
The
it.
car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well,
What the heck is that?
Yeah, that's funny. Not too soon, bro. It's not too soon.
Sometimes Twitter is undefeated. It is. I'm reposting that. That's funny.
Oh man,
Hmm.
man, what a crazy world we live in.
Yeah,
Did you
Herschel. Yeah,
have
the
that?
ISIS leader is
Go ahead.
is now a leader of Syria, who we backing, but ISIS come over here and attack. Hmm. Things to make you go, hmm. That's the good
Massive
ISIS. We are
happening.
backing the good ISIS, like Hillary said years ago. We're not backing the bad ISIS. There's good and bad ISIS now. Don't forget they said that back in 16.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There's good ISIS?
It's what Miss Rodham said.
Oh, that must be the ISIS that they funded.
Yeah, yeah. The ones that they're funding is the good
So,
ISIS. What
see, boys, um,
what
what a lot
happened
of
was
people don't. Yeah, exactly. Um, so it's kind of weird, and I don't know how to do it. Ricky, maybe you can help me out. I don't know how to search my profile for something. I know how to search somebody else's profile. You know what? Maybe I
on
wait. Well, I took some video
on
online.
tweet
Oh no, search. How do I? Is this how I search me? No.
you
So
could
on my phone, I
on
can.
Twitter. If you search your screen name,
Hmm.
put your Jamie two G's, and then
Uh-huh.
put what's your subject you want, and you should be able to.
Okay.
It'll pull it up quicker.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jamie ISIS.
Ricky, the IT guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I,
anyway, let me get back to what I was telling you. I apologize here. I got sidetracked.
I'm with you,
So
John. I'm tired of evil too. It's sickening.
what I had found was in 2012 or 2013, I found a post from the PPK out of Iraq, or maybe it was Syria. No, it was Syria. They were outside of Aleppo. So they posted a photograph and a video of a drone that they took down that was being used by ISIS. And when I tell you that this thing had all of the the identifying characteristics of an American made piece of equipment, military gray, serial numbers on it, you know, very clear. It's a piece of equipment that looks like we made. You wouldn't think that a bunch of dudes in the middle of the Middle East that are making IEDs have this kind of technology, right? So fast forward about 6 months later, there was a big stink about some footage that came out from the Soviet Union and not Soviet Union. I'm sorry, Russia. Russia put out a video where one of their drones captured a munitions delivery that was taking place on the Turkish border on Turkey and Syria. And I got to go back through my Twitter page, man. I wish I could find this stuff. You can search my page. You can find it. Just look up ISIS, either the hashtag ISIS or go ISIS with the dots in between. But you can find some of the stuff from 2012 or 2013 that I posted. But when Russia posted the video that, hey, here you are, you've got Turkish soldiers supplying an ISIS group with what looks like American equipment, that should draw some flags, and I can't remember what they did to squash that story, you know. But yeah, dude, Russia was talking about that years ago. But oh my God, you believe Russian news? Nah, man. I think that we've had our hand in ISIS. We had our hand in the Arab Spring in the Middle East. The American spring is coming. I've been saying it for years that this is prepping to what we're coming toward. 2020 was a test for what's about to come. That's in my mind. That's what I believe. I believe we're going to see another style event like that nationally.
Bro, that's a good segue to your Memphis moment because it's related. It's very related. It's very
Let me tell
related, bro.
you, let me tell you how wild Memphis is. Okay. So, first of all, I left the window open last night so I could actually listen and hear, right? And let me tell you, the guest that is at my house is from a place in Texas where they do not experience a uh, a Sarajevo style gun battle in right, you know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something. It literally
Juarez.
sounded like Juarez ain't got those Mexican
Yeah,
cartel
right.
dudes ain't got shit on these Memphis streets, okay? The amount of automatic gunfire that I heard last night is very, very concerning, okay? There's a bill going around in Memphis right now where they're trying to make it to where I have to have. I think they want me to have a permit to have an AR. And they're trying to stop people from being able to buy ARs in the city limits. Um, yeah, there's some fuckery going on. But in my opinion, I'm sorry, bruh. Listen, I hear what these dudes are shooting on the block over, and I need that same style shit in my house. Okay, because if a couple dudes ever decided that, hey, we're gonna take advantage of that dude's house and kick open my front door, they're gonna get met with 60 rounds. Okay, you know, um, yeah, it's just then you're listening to the scanner and you hear about we've got a teenager that apparently is hopping fences just north of Summer Avenue over in the Binghamton neighborhood where he drops his AR and the cops discover a 300 blackout, that this kid's hopping fences with. Yesterday or day before yesterday, you hear about two 14-year-olds and a 12-year-old that carjack somebody in a northern part of Memphis, drive down to the southern part of Memphis, do a drive-by and murk a motherfucker down there and go back home like it's nothing. You know, um, Memphis is a powder keg of mayhem waiting to happen, man. I mean, like
But
I don't think people
but
understand just really how dangerous Memphis can be.
crime is down, Jamie. I
Oh
just
well,
heard it on NPR the other day.
well, it's
I
funny
was
that you
listening to
say that.
NPR.
So I did some tracking, right? So the big lie that the
It was
Memphis
not.
media and the DA want to sell you is that crime in Memphis is down. All right. I'm going to tell you two things. First of all, the reporting on a lot of minor crime has gone down because either the cops don't fucking show up or people just don't report their shit getting broken into anymore because there's just no fucking point. Okay. So those data numbers are skewed. I judge everything off murder. If homicide is up, crime is up. Okay. So
There you go.
what they tell you is they tell you, hey, crime is down. Now, the other day when I looked at it, we were currently at like 296 or 298, and we had a few murders. And I believe the current number as of yesterday was 301. But then I'm reading that somebody got murked before midnight last night. So I'm thinking that's going to be actually higher. But pardon me that I say that 301 is the number that I'm going to go with. So they want to tell you that crime is down. Now, murder number for this year, 301. Last year was 399. So are we down 25% in a murder rate? You know what? We are. Thank you, Memphis. I appreciate you. Because the year before was 302. 2021 was 342. 2020 was 325. So we've been in the 300 range for the last 5 years, okay? But then when you go back before then, bro, 2019, 191, 2018, 186, 2017, 180, 2016, now we had a spike at 230. 2015 was 138. 2014 was 168. Now, what they're trying to sell you on, hang on, what they're trying to sell you on is that a 300 murder rating is low. Okay, that's what they're trying to sell you on. And what I'm going to tell Memphians is do not buy in to that bullshit. They are pulling the wool over your eyes, man, and they are selling you a lie and a narrative that is false and is not true.
Hold those hands up so I can look at them, Daddy. God damn right. Look at those mitts. Fuck.
Fuck these bitches, man. You know, and it sucks because I'm so tired of seeing these guys on the news constantly talking about this shit, man. And they're like, yeah, crime is down. Crime numbers are down. Crime numbers are down. No, it's not. It's down from last year. But if you're telling me that we just need to say, okay, 300 is a good number, man, fuck you guys.
Right. Hey, look, brief pause because I want to investigate that number when it jumped from like 200 to 300. What year was that again?
So that was 2020, bro.
What else happened in 2020?
Well, that was the big disruption of America where everybody hates the fucking cops now and everybody's blood is all boiled up. Emotional buckets are overflowing. Fuck no, we never recovered from that. The George Floyd incident has ruined relations in this country, man.
Yeah, we didn't recover from that.
No, the cops, man, they have a hard job to do, man. And, people are so fired up about the wrong things and they're angry over the wrong shit, man. That there's an entire community in America that is a powder keg and it's within our inner cities. And, I feel bad for a lot of people that live there that aren't a part of that environment that have to deal with it. It's a rough world that we live in right now.
Me and Ricky enjoyed a laugh because we were in the comment section and hold on, let me jump back over here. God bless. This comment section is jumping, bro. So
I don't know if you want to read it or not.
Theodore's a girl's name, right? Or right?
I bet he could write really great poems with those hands. Holy shit! He would hold me. I would feel so safe. Y'all are. I don't know who that is. That is.
Man, me and Dave were looking at each other like we could see the screen. We're laughing our ass off, and then you're just going on a fucking tirade of anger, and me and Dave were laughing because. And then when I seen Dave laughing, I started laughing more because I was like, man, because you're.
That's good shit. Hey, look, Theo feels safe. And
man,
I put nothing. What bad could happen? What bad thing?
That is fucking hilarious.
Who the hell is the Theodore Kent? That is fucking.
That's
I am dying
that's
right now.
his stage name. That is
Oh
the
my
poet of
god,
troubled minds right there.
that is
He'll-
funny.
Jamie 2G's follow on all platforms. That's right.
Oh man, you know, dude,
Funny.
I keep saying one of these days I'm gonna run for office, but you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just it angers me, man, because these people lie to us, you know, and um, they take advantage of emotionally charged people. They take advantage of people that don't have any direction. Currently, the current psyop is they're taking advantage of the hypochondriacs because we went from COVID. Now we're jumping on this H1N1 where now all of a sudden we got to be vaccinated for that, man. No, no, no. Nobody is sticking a needle in me, bro. Mm-mm. Negative, man.
Negative Ghost Rider. That's right. Pure blood. That's my campaign.
You know, I keep hearing that unvaccinated sperm is going to be the next
Yeah. It's even
the next
further.
hot
Like
ticket.
Jamie, don't have sex with a vaccinated girl because, like for example, Theodore. I hope she is not vaccinated because it can shed, bro, and it can contaminate your $1 million sperms. So just make sure you're keeping them clean, okay?
If we can start selling unvaccinated, where do I sign up? And we need to start. I'll buy me a. I'll build me a
I think
big
there's a
fucking shop.
fucking dating site dedicated to that. I think there's a whole website, a dating site. So you could look into that.
There's a whole dating site for
There's-
unvaccinated people. Well, listen, if there's not, by God, we need to create one, and I'm going to be the captain and chair of this fine organization.
That is a
Listen.
fine newspaper that you have. I used to
Look at this,
subscribe to
Jamie. Have you
them,
seen this before?
AFP.
When they
My-
deal with publicly, I thought it was a reasonable question, but the trouble is you can't pick up the phone book. There's no Langley in Israel that you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad. We thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? You can translate the Hebrew words, as I said, Mossad is institute. But when they write a letter to their friends in the CIA or the British intelligence, what do they call themselves? It took a while. It was a matter of asking the prime minister's spokesman. The best you could do, because officially the Mossad is under the prime minister's office. And I think he sort of wondered why you want to know and all that, so we explained. And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS. Just simple words like that.
Yikes.
I know.
So, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Secret
We
intelligence.
know that the CIA was heavily involved in every rebel group that took down a regime in the Middle East and North Africa. Proven. Okay. They take advantage of the mentally broken, from what I heard, from what I understand of watching some of the documentaries that I've watched. When they pick a suicide bomber, they would pick somebody that's either maybe a little bit slow on the spectrum, or they would pick somebody that is so far religious extreme that they could manipulate that person's into thinking this is a great idea, right? Well, when you look at the culture today, who is our current shooters? We're going to see these guys come out. I'm telling you, we're going to see these guys come out again. You're going to have more. I think we're going to have some more school shootings. There was just another one that happened a couple weeks ago that didn't catch a lot of news. I don't know, man. I think we're going to see more of these weak-minded 20-year-old, emotionally distressed kids that are going to be our line of You should have prepared me for that.
There you go.
No, I like just knocking shit out of the park. You know, just fucking swinging.
The world's first unvaccinated platform. Unjected. Hi, I'm on
2021.
unjected and unvaccinated. Can I inject you?
Can I inject my uninjected?
Mhm.
Lord have mercy on my
That's going to
soul.
be my new
Inject.
selling point. Hi, I'm unvaccinated. Do you want to get injected?
I'm going to start using this term instead of unvaccinated. I'm going to say unjected.
Unjected.
That's
Yeah, man, I'm unjected. I'm
That's a
unjected,
good
man.
adjective.
Bruh, I'm unjected.
I dig
Real
it.
profiles, real connections. Meet
Yeah.
genuine
Okay.
connections. Damn it, I'm reading this. Stop scrolling
I was trying to get back where you finished reading. I was going back to you so you can finish reading a little section.
to the full narrative. There.
Rigorous checks. By God, they're rigorous.
Are they going to want my medical records to make sure that I don't test positive for the vaccine?
They'll know.
Meet
They'll
genuine
know.
connections. Dive into our exciting events. A step beyond the screen and connect in real life. Our exclusive events allow you to meet and mingle with other members in a relaxed social setting. Our first event looks like it's coming up Sunday, October, or was. Never mind. I'm ridiculous. I'm sorry. Crazy.
It is. Success story. There
You
we go.
what I bet you're not gonna find on there. I'm gonna bet that you're not gonna find a chick with a half-shaved head. And what if that's my thing? What if I'm looking for a chick with a half-shaved head? Eminem talked about it. He got one.
Jamie, I think you better go back to a vaccinated dating service if you want to find subsets of blue hairs.
So
Blue
we're back in
hairs
the mask
but-
setting of those people. They're all wearing masks
But
right
some
now.
but some of them
Oh,
aren't
it's
putting
time
out right
for a
now. They're
new
doing
dis-
4Bs or whatever.
It's time for a new disease to come out.
Yeah, it's out. The bird flu is here. They're already
Oh.
masking again.
Is it hitting humans yet? They said it was. Like, is it really hitting humans yet? Or
Man, if I'm not mistaken, there's one.
yeah,
Now I got to go to the Twitter and look. Confirmed bird flu.
There's one.
Confirmed one.
There's
Let's
one.
see. Colorado is now home to the largest outbreak of human bird flu in the U.S. The CDC has confirmed 2 more cases Friday, bringing the total number to 6.
I'm laughing at John's comment there. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that.
I gotta listen to this Sasquatch looking bitch tell me I'm bald because I need a booster. Bitch, I'm bald because I'm fucking badass. I like John. John's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing about.
Oh my god, y'all are funny, man. Oh my god, y'all are horrible. Y'all are too funny, man. Well, please follow my Twitter, man. I'd like to get to a point where I could potentially get paid off there, but I don't think I'm funny enough. But I will be one day, and when I'm rich and famous, y'all are all gonna wish you knew me. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
So you could get TikTok famous, but they're trying to take it down. So,
man, to be honest,
You're
bro,
too
I hope
late.
they do, man. I think there are too many kids that are being manipulated by it. This think about the Tide Pod thing. Okay, think about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was when the trend was these people were eating the Tide Pods. Think about the follower mentality of people where, they're going to, the trend, everybody's going to be part of the trend. Think about all the, dude, think about, dude, I almost feel like there was an effort. I'm going to tell you, the milk crate challenge?
yeah, that's stupid.
Ooh, not that
Ha-
pyramid thing.
Fam.
Who in the fuck said this is a great idea? We're going to get everybody to do it. Had to have been somebody in the either ER medical field, maybe somebody in the cast company, you know, that's going to get rich off all the people falling, breaking their fucking head, you know. I don't know, man. Somebody created that game to keep people crippled. Okay.
But you see, I mean, all these little trends is stupid as hell, you know, and all of a sudden you're like, people are getting sick or, uh, you know, just random shit. I seen that. I seen it on TikTok. Don't mean you need to fucking do it.
I saw it on
If
TikTok.
everybody's jumping off a fucking cliff, it's like, okay, let me jump off the cliff too because I saw it on TikTok.
You know, my mom used to say dumb shit, you know, like, you know, if they jumped out of a plane, would you jump out of a plane? I'm like, well, yeah, I love skydiving, as a matter of fact. I thought it was a great idea.
Somebody need to make a trend. I will say that. I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah, you better slow down. Don't you get us banned. Okay, we just got our status back. All
Let me
right.
shut up. Let me shut up.
So I don't know, man. I
Skydiving
think,
without a parachute. The next
bro,
TikTok
hey,
trend.
let me tell you something. People have done that. The first video I saw, Travis Pastrana did it back in 2008. Have you ever seen that video?
Mm-mm. They deal with a
Bro.
snowboard or something? No, that's Shaun White, wasn't it?
Here you go. Yeah, he did it. Hang on, let me turn this down. My God, it's so loud. Yeah, so he did this in 2018. I'm sorry, 2008. Share screen. Watch this.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Yeah. And they're gonna link up with him right now. Go ahead and get him. Go ahead and get him hooked on in. Yep. Yeah.
He mounted him, bro.
The other's dude is there just in case, I think, man. Like,
Yeah, no, I've never seen that before. That's kind of cool.
so let me show you the other one.
But he's got cojones the size of watermelons, though. He ain't scared of nothing.
Ooh.
And here's the other one. This guy, 25,000 feet, no parachute. A lot of people got in trouble over that, bro. The pilot got jammed up over it. He lost his license. The guy that ran the drop zone, I think that the plane was from, lost their license. Here you go. This dude did it into a net. This is wild right here, bro. 25,000.
It's a little bit net.
Pretty freaking wild, I must say. Pretty freaking wild. Pretty freaking
He didn't hit that
wild.
bitch in the middle either. His ass was
Mm-hmm.
on the edge.
No, he about missed it. Yeah, he almost missed that son of a bitch.
Yes. Man.
If he had missed it,
That's
he would have seen
wild,
an implosion.
Bro,
dude.
I'm good. I don't need to see that.
Man,
I have enough stuff that sneaks up on me. Okay. I don't know if my first skydiving video is on YouTube or not. I'm looking real quick. So my very first
That's something
skydive.
I ain't never done either. I'm not too big on this jumping out of planes.
He said, "Nah, bro, I'm
Unless I
good."
had to. That fucker going down or something,
Yeah, I'm in the wrong account. Anyway, it's not there. Nope. Damn, I don't even have a channel showing anymore. Isn't that crazy?
They might take you down. Hey, I got it. This is awesome. I got an awesome video. While you look that up, it shares all of our love.
Wow, my YouTube page has been taken down.
You holding that fucking laser pointer? You psyoping motherfucker.
I just want I gotta show it 2 times because that's just
It's
that
a
cat
false
looks like
fucking flag, dude.
Cat knows, man.
Cat-
He knows.
he
Man,
is
I'm on
pissed
to you. That
too.
cat is black pilled. You just black pilled that cat. He's
That
on to
cat
the
is like,
two-party
I
system.
hate you. Oh, that is funny. Your videos. Here we go. Is my first video here? My 200th jump is here, but I don't know if my first one is. Let's see. No, it is not. Yeah. So my first jump, I did an AFF jump, which is you basically jump with your rig on and 2 people holding on to you, and no tandem. I skipped the tandem and did an AFF jump. It was kind of cool. It was fun. I think that's kind of, I don't know. I think I'm a baller because I did that instead of doing the fucking tandem first. People are like, "Yeah, I did a skydive once and I did a tandem." I'm like, "Oh, I've never done a tandem." They're like, "Well, how do you skydive?" I'm like, "Well, they just let me." I lied to them and told them that I had done a tandem before, and they believed me, so they let me go skydiving. Not going to tell you where I was. Oh shit. Well, gentlemen, we've reached my bedtime this evening of calling it a night.
Bedtime. What kind of shit
Well,
is
it
that?
ain't bedtime. It ain't bedtime. What it is it's rearranged time. Got the nightly tournament with the boys this evening, and you know, duty calls. It's a every freaking night thing. 10:30 in the
Oh, hell.
evening. Got to be there.
Well, it's only
What's
10:13. How you got 27 minutes. Hot damn.
27 minutes, 26. He said, "Hot damn, hot damn."
17. You guys suck at math.
Oh yeah, 17. Hell,
Right. Has anybody checked to see what
God, dog.
CNN's telling us about today? Like, what do they feel is important for us to know?
Well, I got a video with the FBI is doing a very good job of
Oh, she
explaining.
bombed that, bruh. Or do we have a new one?
No, it's the bombing.
Yeah, go ahead, put that up there. People need to know.
Yeah, she just got.
Patrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that were found, and we are working on confirming if it's a viable device or not.
Yeah, but
That's
Here we
so
go.
stupid.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Information Technology Team Chief for the 82nd Airborne Division, 1st Brigade
I got
Combat
no
Team.
sound.
Wow.
Here we go. My Bluetooth died.
He was born in Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas, huh?
Here you go. So, yeah, I just found a post from November 19. Here, let me pull it up for you. Pull it up, pull it up. 1st Brigade Combat Team, 82nd Airborne Division, November 19, 2013. Staff Sergeant Shamshuddin B. Jabbar, Information Technology Team Chief for the 82nd Airborne Division's 1st Brigade Combat Team works an automation shop during leaders training program. So there's your guy. Doesn't look like the photo of the other guy that I saw though. But then again, that was 8 years ago or 9
I'd want to
years
see
ago.
it again,
So,
but
or 10,
that's
11
what I
years ago.
thought.
Yeah,
Well,
8 years to age somebody.
8 years definitely will. Definitely will. You know, yeah, I'm interested to see what the next 48 hours bring of all of this. I think that that we're ironically going to get a lot of weird information on who his co-conspirators are.
He's aged a lot.
He looks like a fucking video game character. Looks like a GTA 5 character.
Might be.
Or maybe even older, like a GTA 3 or some shit. Vice City.
He might be now.
That shit don't even look real.
Right.
That's top-notch FBI right there.
Bro, it's if Kash Patel doesn't come in and just wreak havoc, I'm going to be really disappointed. You know, I mean, I'm truly going to be disappointed.
I think it might not take that long, but truly, in my mind, if we don't truly see some stuff by summer and like seeing some major stuff,
it'd be more the same.
Start worrying, and because we're FUBAR.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't want to fearmonger. I don't want to do nothing like that. But if some major stuff, you know, because they're talking, we're going to hit day one. We're doing this, and by summertime we don't see progress, or if we ain't in a freaking World War III, and we know
I
we've been
definitely hope we
had.
can avoid the World War III situation, but definitely don't want that World War III situation. You know.
Mm-mm.
But there's a lot going on that says we're headed that way. Like, holy shit, you know.
Hopefully not.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm just looking through right now. You know, it's crazy that they covered the flag up immediately on the back of that truck. You know what I mean? Like
Makes you
that was
wonder.
their first order of business was, you know, gotta cover that flag up. We gotta hide that till more information comes out. That's their mentality or ideology, you know. So just seems kind of crazy, man. Just seems kind of crazy.
Is this what you were listening to, Jamie?
Where's this at?
It actually says that Houston, Texas.
You know what? Somebody shared some video with me. Let me
Yeah, that's
I got this video shared with me last night from Memphis. This house is not too far from my house. She told me to turn the volume up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Oh, nice. Right on time. 2025, baby.
There's the gunfire.
We brought it in close.
Happy New Year in Memphis.
Ready? You don't have to open them all the way.
That's gunfire.
Yeah.
That's fireworks.
I will say we used to do it when I lived in Whitehaven. Now we used to make sure everybody knew we still had we had stuff on hand to take care of anything we
I'm
want to
just
come
waiting
across
on
our
the
gate.
automatic
That's
fire.
gunfire. That's fireworks. Oh,
Crazy, bro. Crazy. I should have set my camera up last night.
Yeah, you should have. You could have went live. You could have went live for the just just set it on your front door and just let it sit there. You know where you're looking throughout, and
Man.
just let the gunfire.
You know what, dude? I
You
bet
would have
my
went
fucking
viral.
surveillance cameras on my house have it all. I need to look through my video from last night, bro. Holy shit.
Well, we'll have something to share for next week then. When we everybody remember,
Wow.
make sure y'all come back next week. We got some exclusive exclusive footage from January 6th.
Do you want a sneak peek real quick?
Do y'all want a sneak peek of the January 6th video? Some that's never been seen.
Here we go. Let me pull up the one. This is the one. There's one particular that I'm looking for. Oh, wow. That's when we're still down at the Una Memento por favor. All right. So, and there were snipers on the roof. I have photos of the snipers on the roof across the street. Yeah, this video is wild. I'll share this one with you. This will be fun. Well, sneak peek into next week. Next week, I'm going to go through the video. I've really not shared a lot of it. I shared it back then. I caught a lot of heat from a lot of people, so I pulled it all down. I had Washington Post, Huffington Post, and Vice News try to buy my footage from me, and I wouldn't sell it because I felt like they were trying to get the rights to take my footage from me, and I didn't want that to happen. But this is a small segment of there we go. Pretty pretty wild day that day, bro.
I bet it was. That must have been a hell of a day for sure.
Right. Yeah. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna have a good time going through it, man. We were on the ground from man 5:30 that morning until about 4:30 in the afternoon, and yeah. So I look forward to sharing that with y'all next weekend.
The full days of working.
Yeah, yeah. We'll play the couple of news stories that I felt like they manipulated a little bit of what I said, and bro, I had so much hate mail. My inbox on freaking social media. Terrorist, I know where you live. I'm coming to get you. It's wild, wild. I tell you, wild. Yeah, good times, my guy. Good times.
Hell yeah. Well, you wanna do any shout outs?
Man, just a shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate, you guys for being a regular part of my weekly routine, man, and um, making it a fun event. You know, this year, hope a lot of things go good for a lot of things that I'm working on, man. I got told the other day, it's like, man, when you don't post a lot of stuff on social media, man, I worry about you. And it's kind of, first of all, nice to know that so many people worry about you, right? But man, I've had my head down, man, kind of working on a bunch of shit, and I'm rolling out a brand new business this year that within the next few weeks is going to drop and go live with what we're doing. I won't go into it here. Um, but yeah, man, fun stuff coming up, man. I think we're going to do some good stuff and do some big things in Memphis, and it's a service that'll help a lot of people. And um, yeah, I'll roll out some information soon. So anyway, yeah, not much, man.
Dave, what about you?
Man, not too much going on. As for some shout outs, always our people in the chat. Definitely our people in the chat. Local MMA, right? Danny Shell's got a card coming up.
Oh
I guess
yeah,
we'll touch on that next week. More detail if y'all want. We got time. That'll be a week from this weekend, so we'll have another show before then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ricky got my blue belt the other day. That's pretty cool. Figure out.
hey, congratulations,
I
man.
meant to ask you
share
if
that
he
with you.
got you a little promotion or anything.
Yeah, man. And so we'll talk a little more about that. I'll get a picture or two sent your way too, and we'll talk about that. But shout out to my gym partners, man, all the guys and gals I train with. Anybody that you're sweating on the mats with, you form a brotherhood with them, and so you guys know that very well. So anyway, shout out to my people. And again, shout out to our super hype chat room.
Man, it's live tonight, man.
Man,
Oh
they're
my
on
goodness.
fire.
Jumping. Yeah, love that. That's a lot of fun. So that's all, man. I've enjoyed the evening, and I wouldn't spend it nowhere else. Good way to start this new year, y'all.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. Our chat had and you on YouTube we had Dallas 241 pop up. I met him the other day. He's from Australia. So we had a
Well, very cool.
man from down under talking with us today. So that was pretty cool. And was he popped in, was listening.
It's easy to become internationally known. Use a couple hashtags, throw some random countries in there. Oh yeah, that's what we need to do every
It's
week.
the cool thing about stuff like this. I've connected with so many people, and I do. I'll talk about it more next week myself. I was gonna say I was gonna post something, but I will talk about it next week. But yeah, I think John 5B, I appreciate you coming back. Herschel, we had Hiker, of course, Sweets. Let's see who else. Oh, and of course, I can't forget Theo.
Jesus.
Yeah, we can't forget Theo. Appreciate you, Theo, man. Keep your head up, man. And on some of the stuff he was saying on there wasn't funny stuff. He was
sure.
Man, it's hard to be telling stuff people the truth, and people don't want to hear it sometimes. And you lose friendships.
Oh
and
yeah.
people hate you for you've known them for 20 years, and all of a sudden now they hate you. Your guts don't
even know why.
If you show up and they'll walk away. It's sad over a stupid disagreement over politics or some of this shit. But that's the powers that be. I truly believe that's what they want. They want us to feel that way. So to divide and conquer and keep us from coming together, and they want us to have that little bit of difference to cause a great divide in us, and it's sad. I truly hate that situations that happen like that. But I appreciate y'all are amazing. Y'all, like I said, y'all keep coming back. We missed y'all for them 2 weeks off. We've been talking about it, and of course, just the holidays, and people needed to spend time with their family in the holidays. But we're back every week till maybe next Christmas, I guess. If you keep having us, and we keep going strong and stuff, our numbers are steady growing up. I say, I won't lie, Twitter, we had the best numbers that we've ever had today. So, and then of course, like I said, I just appreciate y'all. Oh, there's James of Salcedo Paranormal. He was on in our chat too. He's uh, awesome people. You can follow along with the show on Spotify and all that. Pandora, I got it on Pandora now.
Nice.
I forgot about Pandora, and then I was like, oh yeah,
Another
Pandora.
place for
So
us to get banned from.
yeah, so we're on Pandora. We are a little bit everywhere. Appreciate you, Hiker. Yeah, check the website. I got a website, RickyAnythingIsPossible.com. You can click on there and find all the different places and stuff that you can find stuff. You can buy merchandise if you want to support the channel. We got shirts and hats and cups and all that kind of good stuff. Bunch of cool shirts. And
did you put our Elvis shirt together?
Yes, it's on the website. It's
I'm
on
gonna need
the
one of those. I'm gonna have to order one.
Yes, I'll send you the link on it. Yeah,
Please do.
we got everything kind of up there, and of course you can also listen to us on the Trouble Minds Radio Network, digital broadcasting KUAP. I always get them initials messed up, but yeah, that we're also there with a bunch of other great shows with James Salcedo Paranormal. He's on there, and several others, and lots of cool content there too. So this show here, this Talking with Conspiracy, I do not put that on there because it's radio formatted, so it's like 25 minutes, and then you had to put a commercial break. I don't want commercial breaks. I like the flow we got, and I don't want to stop. So we'll just keep this doing what we're doing here on Rumble and YouTube, and until YouTube kicks us off. But we'll be here on Rumble, which y'all have. Most of the Rumble has been, like I said, exploded today. So again, I appreciate y'all, and we'll be back next week, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise and we don't get an ice storm.
Yeah,
That's right.
And even then, I'll try to make it. I'll be live on my phone if I have to. Whatever I got to do. But as always, y'all keep on keeping on, and peace and the chicken grease, and y'all be good.
yeah, brother.